Hi, this is John with Bank Account Bonus Central, and today's video is all about what actually happens when Chase Bank shuts down all your accounts. This is an update video to a video I made, and yeah, they shut down all my accounts, and yeah, that's kind of what you feel like when they do that. And so one of those things. So if Chase is like the largest bank, and if you have a mortgage, what does that do? Your cards, car loans, and stuff like that. So what actually happened? This is the aftermath months afterwards. So before we jump in, do have a quick disclaimer. So I am a customer of the company's products mentioned in this video. I'm not affiliated or endorsed by any of them. This is my own personal review for informational purposes only. The information in this video is current as of time of recording. Use this information is at your own risk. This is called fishing and not catching, and as is everything in life, your mileage may vary. Today's dad joke. Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers? They say he met a mint. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching this video. Definitely appreciate that. One quick plug before jumping in. So MooMoo is one of my favorite brokerages out there. They are the only ones. If you're going to get a brokerage account, you might as well get one that gives you a bonus on both being a new customer and an existing customer. So there's no other brokerage that does both of those. So NVIDIA is the first $5 trillion stock, and MooMoo is currently just throwing NVIDIA stocks towards new customers. If you're interested in taking advantage of this, link to this video is right there. All right. So way back in May of 2025, Chase sent me a notification that they would shut down all my accounts, and I made this video. So Chase Bank just closed all my accounts, why it happened, and how you can prevent this from happening to you. That information, that video is still pertinent. So yeah, link to this video is right here. There's some really good advice on how to prevent yourself from getting shut down by Chase. So I wanted to make an update video about months later. Why? Because there's interesting things that Chase does. Some of it's kind of comical, so I wanted to document that in this video. And yeah, so we'll roll with that. So to fill in the backstory, I'm going to share some of the stuff from that first video. So these videos are ones I never thought I'd make. I was a Chase customer for over 30 years, and a video I never wanted to make, but it happened, so here we are. So at first, so I'm a high school math teacher, and while I was teaching class, I thought this was just a joke or spam. I got the text message. It said, Chase, after careful review, we've made the decision to close your accounts. A letter will arrive in the next few days describing the steps you need to take on your account. For questions, refer to the letter for information on how to contact us. Well, at first, I saw the code, and I was like, I don't know if that's legit or not, because people pretend to be Amazon and every other thing out there and whatever. So I looked up the text sender code, and sure enough, it was from Chase. So for Chase Bank for enhanced account alerts, it is a legitimate short code used by Chase. It's like, well, uh-oh. Then I got the email same day. This was May 7th, 2025. Important, we decided to close your accounts. Financial institutions have an obligation to know our customers and monitor account activity. After careful review, we made a decision to close your accounts. We sent you the information in the letter through U.S. mail. It should arrive within the next few days, and they sent multiple letters. I called the number on, and the lady just thanked me for being a Chase customer for over 30 years, but said nothing as to why I was being shut down. I was told everything was being shut down on the end of May, which was May 31, 2025. I was told to wait for a letter for more information. That included everything. My personal Chase checking account, 4 personal Chase credit cards, the OG Freedom, 2 Freedom Flex cards, and my Chase SoFi Preferred, so that's 5 personal cards. On the business side, business checking account, 3 Ink Cash cards, an Ink Unlimited, and an Ink Premier card, which was my absolute favorite card because I made a ridiculous amount of money on that card. Also included was a brokerage account with $11.05 in it, and my 2 kids' first checking accounts, which they got their first bonuses. So all that got shut down, and then I got the letters. So it says, we identified concerning activity on your account or an account that you are associated with, so we decided to close your accounts. We may not be able to open new accounts for you in the future. So that's dated May 2. So they decided to send the letter before they decided to contact me, I guess. So this one says, we will close the following account on 5/31, the Chase Business Checking Complete account. And they said, here's what you got to do. Find alternative financial solutions for your banking needs. Gladly. I think I've done a good job for that. We closed your credit cards because of unexpected activity you conducted on this or another expected or another Chase account. So unexpected activity, I don't know what that means because I've been with Chase for over 30 years. So all the accounts, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different credit cards just got 86th. So what was this unexpected activity? Was it spending over $100,000 per month on the Premier? To be more accurate, between $100,000 to $160,000 per month. So January 2025, I had 287,000 points, which was $2,870. So, and since the February statement, I made over 1.8 million Chase points, primarily through, almost exclusively through that Ink Premier card. February, I had 220,000. In March, I believe that is another 125,000 points. And so, long story short, from January 1 to May, I earned 969,500 UR points on almost $400,000 in spend. I honestly wouldn't doubt that that's what caused it. Whatever, they've shut down other people for doing much less. But I've been doing this level of spend for years, and Chase even gave me a $10,000 limit increase in 2023. So here's the follow-up to this. So obviously Chase did shut down all my accounts. My username and password, which I've had for many years, still no longer works. So can't find that username and password. Try again. I have no clue if Chase will ever let me back in as a customer. So a buddy of mine, here's where it gets funny. A buddy of mine who used to be a vice president for Chase, and they have like 1,100,000 vice presidents, so it's not like the United States, it just has one vice president. So he was a vice president for Chase, and he told me that Chase is crazy antiquated and completely disconnected between all their departments. One department has no clue what's going on with the other ones, and so while Chase closed all my accounts, they still care about my credit score with Chase Credit Journey. So whenever I sign up for a new bank or credit union, I always sign up for the free credit monitoring. Why? Because, in case somebody wants to try to steal my identity or whatever, I would know instantly because I get all of the alerts. So this was from 3 days ago, so November 23, and I've been on a little bit of a binge applying for a bunch of credit cards. I got approved for the 5321 card. I got a Capital One $750 business credit card, bonus card. I got third one. I'm trying to remember what it was. I got a second Signify card. I got a few other ones. Anyway, so Chase Credit Journey. 1 year credit card balances went up. Well, y'all shut down all my cards. Why do y'all care about what's going on currently? They Chase Credit Journey, they follow the Experian Credit Union. This was from 12 days ago. It looks like a lender recently checked your credit report. This typically happens when you apply for a new credit card or loan. So, from 3 days ago, it looks like you're using more of your available credit. Your credit usage went up on one of your accounts. Keeping your usage below 30% can help build your score. Why do y'all care about my score when I've nerfed a ton of my cards? It's like, well, I think that's hilarious. So, bank account bonus central verdict. I honestly never thought I'd be making videos about being shut down by Chase. They were my first bank, and I've been a customer for over 30 years. I referred many people to Chase, and I made a lot of money from Chase. So I do plan on trying to get back in after a couple of years and see what happens. See if I've groomed my credit report enough for them through their credit journey to get approved for another Ink Premier. Now that would be hilarious. Until then, it's just funny watching from the sidelines, getting their notifications from Chase Credit Journey. I have been quite busy with alternative banks and credit unions since the shutdown, so I'm not tripping on losing Chase. It's just an interesting thing, and One thing I did want to mention, that typically if you do have a mortgage with Chase, they're not going to nerf that because they make so much money off of mortgages. Typically, if you have a $300,000 loan, you end up paying $700,000 if you don't pay any extra payments. My advice to everybody with a mortgage: make extra payments, pay it off. Borrowers slave to the lender, and they typically won't shut down your car loans or your mortgages, but everything else they have no problem nerfing. I still have comments off for these videos, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms, you can always email me, tradingadventures@gmail.com. Today's question: what does Scripture say about Thanksgiving? Is Thanksgiving in the Bible? Absolutely, yes, it is. Colossians 3:15 says, "And always be thankful." Colossians 4:2, "Devote yourselves to prayer with an alert mind and a thankful heart." 1 Thessalonians 5 says, "Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." Additional information on how to follow Jesus, gotquestions.org. Link in the description box down below. Stay here with me. Definitely appreciate that. Like the video if you appreciate profitable content on a consistent basis. Share this with anybody who'll be able to benefit from it. Subscribe with bell notifications so you can be amongst the first to learn about such profitable opportunities. With that, look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace, and may God bless you.